everyone, this is Siva from Department of Meteorology and Oceanography, Andhra University. Today I'm going to show you how to download the data from the INCOIS LAS. Okay, so before going to download the data from the INCOIS LAS, first we have to open Google and enter INCOIS LAS in Google. I think most of you know what is INCOIS and what is INCOIS LAS. INCOIS is nothing but Indian National Center for the Oceanic Information Service. LAS means Live Access Server. Okay, so when you type INCOIS LAS in a Google, you can see this window, INCOIS LAS, in which about LAS everything you can see, right? So when you click on INCOIS LAS, one window we can see here. In that window, you can see dataset, update plot, home, live access server. So many things we have. So from which how to download the data. So what actually the image is this? Okay, so actually this image is the sea surface temperature image. Okay, and it has a one scale. This is the temperature SST scale. It shows the range of temperature within this entire region, right? This is the latitude and this is the longitude, and this scale represents the range of sea surface temperature. So from this figure we can say how temperature is varying. So this is the story of this image, right? Okay, so what my aim is, today I would like to show you how to download the data. Okay, so for that first we should select the which data you want to download. Okay, for that I am clicking, see again, I am clicking on a data set. And when I click on dataset, you can see those parameters like Argo data, ASCAT, microwave. So many data we have. Okay, so for suppose if I want to see, I am clicking on Argo data. What can you see here? Argo SST weekly, Argo valid SST, everything you can see. Argo data weekly, monthly, and microwave data products, MSR and AMSRE ocean data sets. And when you click on new global climatology, you can see annual, monthly, seasonal. So what can you find here? You have a different data as well as the different interval of time. Means when you if you want to data for a monthly, weekly, annual, daily, you can get. Okay, you have to select which data you want for your study. Okay, here I'm clicking on NOAA high resolution SST, and I'm clicking on AVHRR. AVHRR is nothing but the sensor which gives the sea surface temperature by plot forming on a satellite. Okay, I think most of you know how do we get the remote sensing data. Okay, and AVHRR. When I click on AVHRR, it will show you daily sea surface temperature as well as the daily sea surface temperature anomalies. I hope you know what is sea surface temperature and what is the temperature anomaly, right? So I don't want to go in detail about it because my aim is how to download to show how to download the data in this from INCOIS LAS. Okay, daily sea surface temperature. When I click on daily sea surface temperature, my data set has been selected. Okay, and again I have to choose the study region. So how would I choose the study region? There are some tools here to select the study region. So suppose this is the, when you place your cursor on that arrow mark, what is showing? Click selection to edit and pan map, and select the region with the click and drag. You can select your study region or domain in two ways, by dragging. When you click on this option, this button, you can drag like this. See, you can drag this. For suppose once you drag your region, if you want to edit this region, again you have to go for this tool. Like what is this tool? Click selection to edit. Then you can edit your selected region also like this. Okay, like this. So how do you want? At which study region you want to select? You can select like this. This is the one way. By dragging, you can select your study region, or else you can also select your study region by giving proper coordinates like north and east, means latitude and longitudes. By giving a proper latitude and longitude, you can also select your study region. This is the two ways to select the study region. And once you selected your study region, you have to update flat. Then when you have to update the plot. Okay, so when you click on update plot, you can see in this side it will be update to your study region. Okay, okay, so here again I am selecting one region. Selecting region, it automatically updated. See, because already we have selected update plot, that's why this figure automatically updated, right? So this is the way, this is how we select the study region, by giving coordinates and dragging. So after selection, what should we do? And we have to select the which type of plot you want. Okay, for suppose you don't want to data, you want only direct image of your selected region, you can select region and you can see your data and you can print this image like this. For suppose in case if you don't want the data, if you want direct image from the Nova, means sorry, from the INCOIS, you can print like this image, and you can save it also. So save, and where do you want to save? I want to save this image as a desktop so you can save this like this. So this is how we can print this image directly. But today it's not our work. To print is not our job, and we have to download the data. How do we download? So before downloading, we will see, let's see what is the data types of data, means latitude, longitude and time. So when you click on time, the format, means type of data has been changing, right? So with respect to longitude, how data is, with respect to latitude, how data is. See, you can very clearly observe that while I'm clicking on latitude, longitude and time, and longitude, latitude, only latitude, the data has been changing, right? So latitude, time. So let's a quick review about what are different types of data we have. So when click on the latitude and longitude, what actually it's showing? It's showing the data of data in entire region about sea surface temperature with respect to longitude as well as latitude. So from this we can say with respect to latitude, longitude, how the sea surface temperature is varying. If you save your data in this way, you can say that way. You can say, you can explain your study region in with respect to latitude and longitude. Okay. So when you click on the time, so when you save your data in the time format, okay, what can you say? When you click on the time, that you can get the data in this way, right? In this way, that sea surface temperature as well as with respect to time. So on the x-axis, on the y-axis, you can see the sea surface temperature. X-axis, you can see the time, means from 2002 to 2011. Means what can you say from this figure? You can say that with respect to time, how temperature is varying. Okay, this is the time series data. And when you click on the longitude, what is actually showing? It's showing that sea surface temperature in your study region with respect to longitude. Means if you want to say how sea surface temperature is varying in a study region with respect to longitude, then you have to download this type of data. Okay. Similarly, if you want to say how sea surface temperature is varying with respect to latitude in our entire study region, you can download this data, right? This is the sea surface temperature and this is the latitude. From 0 degrees latitudes to 24 degrees latitude, how sea surface temperature we can say, be able to say. Okay. Similarly, and longitude and time. So this is because why I'm spending more time on this, because before downloading and before analyzing, we should know everything about the plot. Otherwise, you could not say anything. Okay, you can't say anything about this plot. So this is the longitude and time. So this is the longitude and time, means here you can see the temperature scale, and on x-axis and y-axis you have a time, and x-axis what you have, a longitude. So means with respect to longitude and time you can say how sea surface temperature is varying. Okay, similarly in case of latitude and time. Okay, latitude and time, see how temperature is varying. Okay, in the before case we have seen only how with respect to temperature, sorry, with respect to longitude and latitude, how sea surface temperature varying only we could say. But in this case we could say that with respect to time and latitude. In this case we able to tell only with respect to latitude, but in this case we able to tell how sea surface temperature is varying with respect to latitude as well as time also. This is the advantage of different types of data, means different ways of data to analyze our study region. Here I am clicking on latitude and longitude, means with respect to latitude and longitude how sea surface temperature is varying I would like to see, say. So and then what should you do to get the data? Okay, so you have to click on the save as. Okay, I am coming back, and see, after the selection of my study region as well as the type of data I want, I have selected latitude and longitude, and I clicked on save as. So when I clicked on save as, it will ask you what is the latitude range and longitude range, and type of data format it will also ask you. Okay, select data format, netcdf, ASCII, CSV and ArcGIS. So here I am selecting netcdf, because why it's providing different types of formats of different types of data formats it's providing is because if you want to visualize this data in different if you want to visualize this data, you need to use some for softwares like a Ferret, Grad, everything. So if you want to input this data in those formats, you should need some preferable data format like netcdf, like that. Okay, for suppose that's why here I am selecting netcdf, and also selecting the time, from which time to which time I want data. There is select depth. So because why I am downloading the data of sea surface temperature. In surface there is no depth at all, that's why it shows 00. Then when I click on save, it will be saved. See here it's saving. Okay, this is the how to download the data from INCOIS LAS. Okay, so far we discussed how to download the data in a netcdf format. For suppose if I want to download the data in ASCII format. Also, what is the use of ASCII format? Means after clicking save as, it will ask you in which format of data you want to download. So just now we download the data in netcdf. At this time I want to download the data in ASCII format. So what is the ASCII format? So what is the specialty of this? Means if you want to analyze the data by inputting in Excel or some other else other than Ferret. So at that time you need a data as a numerical, like what data, how do generally we plot a graph in Excel? For that, by giving some values. So if you want to get the data in a numerical values, like, so you have to go through the ASCII. Okay, ASCII data format. So if you once click on save, you can get this data. Like this format you can get the data. So after getting this data, how do we save? So simply we can save this data by clicking Ctrl S. It will be saved in txt format. So you can save everywhere, and which you want to download, you can download. Means which you want to download data, you can download. Here I am downloading the data on my data on desktop. So it's already, before I download, I think that's why it's asking this place. So this is a way to download the data in ASCII format also. Okay. So I just shown you how to download the data from the INCOIS LAS. You can download any data in any format. You can download both the oceanographic as well as the meteorological parameters from this INCOIS LAS. Okay. So I hope you clear how to download the data. I hope I'm able to tell you how to download the data from INCOIS LAS. If you like, you just share this information to your friends. Thank you.